Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sumit and I am with my new video in Mastering LWC Component tutorial series. So in today's video, I will be going to cover a new case study in Lightning Web Component where we will be diving into an exciting feature of Salesforce Lightning Web Component, capturing images using a webcam directly within your Salesforce Lightning Web Component app. So this powerful feature, which I'm going to discuss today in today's use case, it's not only easy to implement, but also offers a wide range of business applications. So just imagine the possibilities from streamlining, identify verifications to enhancing user interactivity. So this functionality can take your Salesforce application to the next level. So in today's use case study, I will guide you through the step-by-step implementation, which includes setting up a webcam in a Lightning Web component and how do we handle image capturing using JavaScript in a Lightning Web form. So first of all, what could be the business use case? So imagine a scenario where the field agents, they need to capture the real-time photos of delivery goods, equipment's conditions, or customers verification during site visit. You might have experienced this by yourself whenever you place any order these days or through online shopping portals. So whenever they deliver your product, or if you initiate a refund or return to your product, so they come back to basically they visit your home, they take the product from you, and before moving out, what they do, they used to upload the product images on the website. So how that's possible? So there might be different, they might be using an application on their phone. So just imagine that they can do this by using a Lightning Web component, or they can do it on directly on a Salesforce by using a Lightning Web component. If they will be using any Salesforce application, just an example. So with this feature, the agents can capture and upload images directly into Salesforce record. Organizations can ensure faster workflow by eliminating the need for external tools. And the most important, it enhanced the data accuracy and speed up processes like KYC, product inspections, or employee ID verification. So this is the business use case. And so let's start a session. Let's start this use case. Let's begin our video for the day. And before I begin, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe my YouTube channel to stay updated with more Salesforce development tutorial and insight. So first of all, let me show you the live example, what I'm talking about. And here you can see, I'm just showing you a live example of so the application, and then we will be going to implement the similar application by step implementation. So as you can see, that's my Salesforce app. And here, if you can see, there is one org. This is the app. This is the Lightning Web component I have already designed just for demonstration purpose. And here, when I click on start video, it's going to start a video. So sorry about the video quality, because the camera which I'm using, that camera quality is not good. So that's why might be the camera is not very much clear. But when I click on start video, you can see the camera is coming up. And if I click on capture an image, you can see an image get captured here. This is a still image which get captured now. And this is the one image. And if I click on stop video, you can see the video gets stopped. So the similar kind of functionality I would like to implement in our Salesforce application by using Lightning Web Component. So this is very useful application. This will be a very, very useful application and very useful case study. So watch this video till end. And at the end of this video, you can post your comment in comment box. So let's start. Let's begin this. And in order to do this, let me switch back to Visual Studio Code. And in Visual Studio Code, I'm going to set up a new Lightning Web component from scratch. So right click and create a new Lightning Web component from scratch. So I'll right click Lightning Web component, and let's suppose I'll give the name as webcam image LWC. That's the name of my component. So in this component, the first the first step I will be going to do is I will be going to set the targets. So I set this to true, set the targets, and the targets which I want to set here. So I can set the target as Lightning app page, Lightning homepage, tab. Also, we can use this, we can place this component on a record page, and whenever an image get captured using a webcam, that image will be saved as an attachment. So that can also be done. So, but right now I'm going to place it with as a tab only. So these are the three locations I set for this application for my Lightning Web Component app. So now we are going to start, we are going to set up the HTML first, because so the first thing we need to do is we need to design a Lightning Web component with the buttons, with the respective buttons. So I need to add 3 buttons on a Lightning Web component, first of all, and then we will be going to, on click on the buttons, it will start the video, it will stop the video, or will be going to capture an image. So let me switch to HTML, and in HTML, let's add a Lightning card. And within Lightning card, I just place a division. And within division, I'm going to add buttons. So I just add 3 buttons, Lightning button, label as start video, on click, and I'm going to call an action here. Let's say start camera, right? Start camera. That's the first button. We can set the variant if you want, but I'll leave it as it is. You can customize this button as your demand, as your requirement. So I'm just going to add 3 buttons, second button and third button. The second button I labeled as stop video, and the third button I labeled as capture image. Capture image. Methods, stop camera, and the method I'm going to declare for this, I'm going to define this for capture image. And the most important is these 3 buttons, I need to define these 3 events or these functions in JavaScript. Also, as you can as you have seen, when I clicked on the when we click on the start video button, it start the video. When we click on the capture image, it will display the captured image. So in order to display video, we need a division. So therefore, we need a block, we need a space to do that. So therefore, I create a division, a separate division, and here I'm using video class is equals to video element, auto play. So what is autoplay here? Autoplay is a property, it's a Boolean attribute, and it specified the video automatically began to play back as soon as it can do so without stopping to finish loading the data. So this loaded automatically. And while using this, while it will be displaying this, I wanted to hide the canvas. So therefore, there's a canvas component, canvas class is equals to SLDS hide canvas. Right. And next, I need to add one more division in order to display the captured image. So img src image source should be blank. Class is equals to SLDS hide image element, and alter, like just in case if the image is not visible, then captured image slash. So our HTML is ready. So I'll just save this and let me deploy this component. Although we haven't declared the functions in our JavaScript, but but I just wanted to deploy this component, and we'll see when we place the component on Lightning Web on our application, how does it looks like. So you can see the component deployed successfully. Now let me switch back to my Salesforce org, and I'm going to click on edit page. And what I'll do, I will remove the previous one and I'll replace that. I'll replace that one with the new one which we have added. So the previous component which I demonstrated to you, let me remove this one. And instead of this, I'm going to place the one which we added just now. And that was webcam image LWC. And you can see we are ready with 3 buttons. So 3 buttons placed successfully on this component and we are ready to begin. So now let's start. Let's see how do we proceed further, and we need to customize our JavaScript. So in order to customize JavaScript, I switch back to JavaScript, and in JavaScript, here we have to first declare these 2 classes. The first is image element, this one, and the second one is video element. So this one video element. So I declare these 2 as a properties. Video element, and the next one image element. Video element and image element. I declare these 2 properties. Now, the next is, I just want to create one function. I'm going to use here rendered callback. As you know that rendered callback is is a lifecycle webhooks, and it will call after every render of the component. And here what I'm going to do, I'll just write here video element is equals to this dot template dot query selector if we have clicked on video element. If the class is video element. If the class is video element, and I just write here canvas element. So image element and canvas element. And here I just write canvas element. Sorry about that. Canvas, this dot canvas element is equals to this dot template dot query selector dot canvas. CANVAS. So this is the rendered callback function. Now we need to declare the method. So first method is start camera. This is to start the camera. The second method is to stop the camera. Like if we are doing a live streaming, I want to stop that. And the third one is to capture the image. So I'll copy this and capture image. So this function is used to capture the image. And I just wanted to initiate these function after us on a certain time. So I just write async. All these 3 functions, async and async. So I just wanted to start with the, okay, let's do one thing. Let me remove it for a timing. Otherwise it will keep throwing an error. And the start camera, first I'll show you how the camera gets loaded, and then we'll add the functionality for the stop camera, and then we'll see the functionality for the capture image. So for the start camera, I'll just write if navigator dot media devices. So actually this navigator dot media devices, this is a class. This is a this package is there actually. So we need to utilize the JavaScript feature, and so we will be using the JavaScript navigator feature in Lightning Web Component to access the media features. Okay, so we'll be using this navigator.media feature in Lightning Web Component in JavaScript. So I just write media devices and navigator.media devices. I'll use try and catch. Try and catch. So video, this dot video element dot src object is equals to await navigator dot media devices dot get user media bracket video should be true, and I'm going to set the audio as false. If you want to capture audio also, you have to set this to true. You have to set both video and audio true if you want to capture audio also. But right now, I'm just going to capture video only. So therefore, I set this at true only. And if error in capturing the image, error in displaying the loading the user device, user media, it will throw an error. So I say catch error, and I'll just display the error console.error, console.error, error in loading user media. So this is if else console.error, and I just write get user media is not supported in browser. So I simply save this. So that's all I did for the time being. This is the start function. Like when we click on this button, it will start the camera. So let me deploy this component and we'll see the implementation. We'll see, does it really works or not? So let me get back, refresh my component. Let me refresh one more time. So now, as soon as I click on this button, because I'm using the same browser, so that's why it did not ask me the permission. But when you will be doing in your case, you need to give a permission. The browser will ask the permission from you in order to access your media devices. So you have to give permission. I have already given the permission, so therefore I don't have to give the permission again. And when I click on start video, you can see my camera start capturing the video, right? So that's worked perfectly fine. But right now, when I click on stop button, it's not going to do anything. Like the requirement will be like this. When we click on the stop button, it should stop the video, which is not happening right now. So now the next logic we need to write here is that when we click on the button, the stop button, it should stop. Rendering the image, rendering the media. So therefore, now it's time to implement a functionality for stop camera. And the stop camera, I'll use here constant video, constant video is equals to this dot template dot query selector dot video element. So we need video dot src object dot get tracks, get tracks dot for each track, round bracket track, and track dot stop. We'll be stopping this. What this will do, this will stop the video, the ongoing video. Finally, I just write here video dot src object is equals to null, and this dot, and also what I need to do, as you can see in on HTML, we have hide canvas and hide image elements. So I just wanted to hide this. So therefore I write here this dot hide, this dot hide image element. That's all. Now let me deploy this, and now we'll be going to see when we click on start button, it will start rendering the image, and when we click on stop button, it will stop capturing the image. I mean, like the webcam, the camera gets stopped. The camera need to be stopped. Let's see this works or not. And then finally, in the next step, we'll be going to see how do we capture an image from the ongoing streaming. So I click on start video. I click on stop video. You can see the video stopped. See this. It's working perfectly fine. Now let's move to the last and the final implementation where whenever a video is streaming and when I click on capture image, it will capture the image. So let's see how do we do that. And for this, we have to write the we have to write the logic on capture image. Capture image. Now in this, I just write the if this dot video element and this dot video element dot src object not equal to null. If it is not blank, then I want to capture that. So canvas element dot height, we can set the height and width is equals to this dot uh, video element, this dot video element dot video height, and this dot canvas element dot width. So we are going to set the height and for the image. So this dot canvas element dot width is equals to this dot canvas element is equals to this dot video element dot video width. Video. So we set the height and constant context is equals to this dot canvas element dot get context, and it will be 2D context. We are working in 2D context dot draw image. We will be displaying the image, and we are going to display video element comma 0 comma 0. So this will be the starting point, starting from the position, starting from there. If you want to render the image in between, so we can change the locations, we can change the positions. So video element 0 comma 0. And now I'm going to set the canvas element. So I just write here canvas element dot width So I made a mistake here. Actually, this code should be like this. We have to draw. We are drawing the image, so we'll be drawing this dot video element 0 comma 0 comma this dot canvas element dot width comma this dot canvas element dot height. So we set the height and width for that. Then constant image data img data is equals to this dot canvas element dot to data URL image slash PNG. So image slash PNG, that would be in a PNG format. Constant image element is equals to this dot template dot query selector dot image element. And finally, we are going to set the attributes. So I just set image element dot set attribute src comma img data. So I set the image data for the image element. Then image element dot class list dot add slds show and image element dot class list dot remove slds hide. So that's all we need to do. Finally, I'll just save this and we'll be going to deploy this source. And now one more thing, as you can see here, I'm using hide image element. So what exactly this hide image element? So hide image element is a custom function. Hide image element. So I'm going to define this function hide image element. So that's the function we have to define, hide image element. And in this hide image element, what I'm going to do, I just write in this hide image element, I write constant image element is equals to this dot template dot query selector dot image element dot set attribute. I set src as blank. Image element dot image element dot class list dot add slds hide. Image element dot class list dot remove slds show. This is when we want to hide it. When we click on stop, it will hide that element. It will hide the section. So finally, let's deploy this and we will test it. So let me switch back to my org, my Salesforce org. Deployed successfully. Let me refresh and I'm going to test it now. So let me test it. I'll just refresh this one more time and let's capture. I'll start the video. You can see my video started here successfully. Hi everyone. See, it's the live streaming going on. And when I click on capture image, you can see an image get captured here. See, I'm here, I'm waving my hand and here it says still image. So and when I click on stop video, the video gets stopped. This is how we can capture an image directly from the web resources available on our system. So that's how this works. So this functionality will be very useful and this will be very useful. And the use case applications where we can use this kind of functionality, we can identify the verifications during the customer onboarding. It's a real-time photo uploads for service requests or the issue tracking, or we can streamlining the documentation for inspections or audits. So or these all are the area, these all are the places where we can use this concept. So that's all for the day. If you like this video, you can post your comments in comment box. And as I mentioned, don't forget to press the like button and do share this videos with your friends, your colleagues, uh, team members, and take the benefit as much as benefit from this video, from this tutorial, from this use case. That's all for the day, everyone. Have a nice day. Goodbye.